Hello, in this lesson, I want you to divide polynomials using long division and synthetic division. And I want you to use the remainder and the factor theorems. We'll get started here with polynomial long division. Hopefully this is just a review, but let's go over it to wake up those brain neurons anyway. So I'm going to take 6x cubed plus 17x squared minus 104x plus 60. I'm going to divide that by 2x minus 5. So what happens is, just like when we do long division, I just compare my first term. 2x times what gives me 6x cubed? Well, that would be 3x squared. So I'm going to put that in the column with my x squared. So you might have to have a placeholder if you don't have all your terms. Like if you don't have any squares, you'd have a 0x squared there. So now let's multiply. So 3x squared times 2x is 6x cubed. And then 3x squared times negative 5 is negative 15x squared. Now we subtract. When I subtract, I like to show my subtraction. So what I'll do is I'll circle it to remind myself that, hey, I did change this. Notice what happens here is 6x cubed minus 6x cubed, they made 0. That's the reason we did this. And then I go 17 plus 15. Well, that would be 32. I don't like red. 32x squared. Bring down the 104x. Now, 2x times what gives me 32? Well, that would be 16x. So 16 times 2, x would be 32x squared, minus 16 times 5 is 80. X. Now I'll change my signs. So I'll change this to a minus and this to a plus. So then, notice once again, I get 0 for my first term, which is what I want. Then negative 104 plus 80 would be negative 24x. Bring down the plus 60. Now 2x times what gives us negative 24x? Well, that would be negative 12x. Or not negative 12x, just negative 12. Sorry about that. So then I take negative 12 times 2x, I get negative 24x. Negative 5 times negative 12 is positive 60. Then I'll change my signs. So I'll change it to a plus and a minus. And notice everything cancels out or reduces out, so I have no remainder. So in other words, 2x minus 5 goes in there. Well, it goes in there 3x squared plus 16x minus 12 times. Now I want to completely factor this. So let's go through this part. So I'm going to have 2x minus 5 times 3x squared plus 16x minus 12. Now the question is, can I factor that 3x squared minus 12? I think I can. So I'm going to get two parentheses here. I'm going to guess and check here because I know my only numbers that multiply to 3 are 3x and x. I know my two terms here have to multiply to negative 12, and then when I distribute them, I have to get 16. So let's two guesses, guessing and checking. So I go 1 and 12. No matter how I combine those, I will not get 16 because 12 minus 3 is 9. And then if I take 3 times 12, I get 36. How about if I go 2 and 6? And there we have it. Because if I take 3 times 6, I'll get 18. I subtract the 2, I get 16. So I'm going to go x plus 6 and 3x minus 2. And don't forget, my original one was 2x minus 5. And there is our polynomial completely factored. We used long division to verify that 2x minus 5 was a factor. And then I factored my quadratic once we got done to that step.